Mount Fuji is the highest mountain in Japan. It is 3,776 meters above sea level and has a diameter of 44 kilometers. Mount Fuji is an active volcano that spans Shizuoka and Yamanashi prefectures. People in Shizuoka and Yamanashi often argue about which side has a more beautiful view of Mount Fuji. Mount Fuji has been worshipped as one of the three holy mountains in Japan since ancient times. There are many tourist attractions around the foot of Mount Fuji, and it is popular to climb Mount Fuji during the summer season. You can see Mount Fuji from skyscrapers in central Tokyo on clear days. On clear days, Mount Fuji can be seen from the north windows of the Shinkansen bullet trains running between Tokyo and Nagoya. In June of 2013, Mount Fuji was registered as a World Heritage Site. Mount Fuji is considered to be the symbol of Japanese beauty and is often drawn in many art pieces. Many people love Mount Fuji, especially covered with snow on top. Mount Fuji is printed on the back of the 1,000 yen bill. Mount Fuji is painted on the walls of many Japanese public baths, sento, too. February 23rd is established as Fuji San Day, since the number rhymes with Mount Fuji. Mount Fuji officially opens in early July. The best time to climb is from the 20th of July, which is after the rainy season, to September. Depending on the weather, sometimes there is snow left on the summit, even in early July. Even during the middle of summer, the summit of Mount Fuji can be as cold as 6 degrees Celsius. The terrain and climate of Mount Fuji is extremely severe, and climbing of people who do not make proper preparations is prohibited except during this period. On New Year's Day, many people climb Mount Fuji to see the first sunrise and wish for health and luck in the new year. There are 4 climbing routes. It takes 5 to 8 hours to climb. The Yoshida route runs from Yamanashi Prefecture, and the Fujinomiya, Subashiri, and Gotemba routes run from Shizuoka Prefecture. Among the 4, the Yoshida route is suitable for beginners, because it is well maintained, with lots of lodges along the way. The trailhead of each route is called Gogume, or Shin-Gogume, and you can drive to the trailhead. No matter which route you choose, it will take around 10 hours to make a round trip. And you need mountaineering knowledge and equipment. There is a crater on the summit, and walking around the crater is called Ohachi Meguri. Walking around the crater takes about 2 hours. At the top of Mount Fuji is the stone monument of Kengami, the highest point in Japan, Kusushi Shrine, and Asama Taisha Okumiya. There is a post office on the summit of Mount Fuji where you can buy a certificate that proves you have climbed Mount Fuji. There are lots of sightseeing spots around Mount Fuji. The 5 lakes at the base of Mount Fuji, collectively called Fuji Goko, or the Fuji 5 Lakes, are especially famous. You can take many beautiful photos of Mount Fuji and the lakes in this area. The Fuji 5 lakes are Lake Yamanaka, Kawaguchi, Saiko, Motosu and Shojin. They are all in Yamanashi Prefecture. These lakes were created by an eruption of Mount Fuji. You can see Diamond Fuji from October to February at Lake Yamanaka, one of the Fuji 5 lakes. Diamond Fuji is a phenomenon in which the sun appears like a diamond when it overlaps the top of Mount Fuji. Red Fuji is a phenomenon in which Mount Fuji looks red, as it sparkles in the morning sun. Red Fuji is also seen in a famous Ukiyo-e print by Katsushika Hokusai. Ukiyo-e is a genre of Japanese traditional painting. It was established and became popular among ordinary people during the Edo period. Because ukiyo-e were mostly made from woodblock prints, it was easy to publish many copies. People could buy them at affordable prices. Ukiyo means literally the floating world, or the common, secular side of life. Ukiyo-e described the life of common people, portraits of kabuki actors, beautiful women, and famous scenery. Ukiyo-e took on roles such as magazines, advertisements, and guidebooks. The notable feature of ukiyo-e is its bright colors and bold compositions. Ukiyo-e art is also known for influencing Europe's Impressionist painters. Today, ukiyo-e art plays a great role as an important material to learn their daily lives and culture of those days. Hokusai Katsushika is a world-famous ukiyo-e artist. Hokusai drew many ukiyo-e paintings with the theme of Mount Fuji. As the series of Fugaku Sanjurake, 36 views of Mount Fuji. There are several origins of the name Mount Fuji. The tale of the bamboo cutter is affectionately known as Kagayahime. It is written that it is the mountain of immortality and that many samurai have climbed it. Oftentimes it's hard to see the mountain because it's too cloudy. However, it is said that during January and February, the mountain is visible about 70% of the time. Whereas over the summer, Fuji only makes an appearance about 30% of the time. Mount Fuji is an active volcano. It erupted last in 1707. There are lots of hot springs near Mount Fuji. In this way, Mount Fuji is a symbol of Japan and a very elegant mountain. Please come and see for yourself.